In this video, we look at the cast of The Little House on the Prairie and where they are today. Little House on the Prairie is an American Western historical drama TV series that tells the story of the Ingalls family, who lived and ran a small farm in the village of Walnut Grove, Minnesota. The TV series showed the daily lives of Charles Ingalls, his wife Caroline, and their children, and how they related with everyone else in the close-knit community they lived in. It premiered in September 1974 and ran for 9 seasons, before the show ended in March 1983, which means it's been 47 years since it was first released. In this video, we will be looking at what the main actors in this TV show have been up to in the past 4 decades, and where they are now. Make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss out on the juiciest parts. But before we go on, make sure you're a member of this YouTube community by hitting the subscribe button on your screen. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Michael Landon. Landon played the role of Charles Ingalls.
That's far enough.
The head of the Ingalls family. He was from Cuba, New York, but ended up in Minnesota because he had a wandering foot. He was skilled in hunting, trapping, carpentry, and was an accomplished farmer. He also was a lover of music and played the violin. Landon was also known for his roles as Little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza and as Jonathan Smith in Highway to Heaven. In 1979, he was nominated for the Golden Globe Award for his role in Little House on the Prairie. He also won the Spur Award in 1980 and the Golden Boot Award in 1984 for his significant contribution to the Western genre. In the same year, Landon was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was also named in TV Guide's list of the 50 sexiest stars of all time, after he appeared on the cover of the magazine a record 22 times, second only to Lucille Ball. Landon was a chain smoker and drinker, and in April 1991, he was diagnosed with an aggressive form of pancreatic cancer, which was already affecting the body tissues and blood vessels around the pancreas. The cancer was inoperable and hence terminal. Unfortunately, in July 1991, he passed away at the age of 54 and was survived by his wife, Cindy Landon, and his 9 children. Karen Grassel. Grassel was cast as Caroline Ingalls.
A letter came from your father today.
Oh. So I didn't have to come already, huh?
Wife of Charles Ingalls and mother of his 5 children. She died at the age of 84 after a long illness. Her role as Caroline Ingalls was her debut role in the world of acting, and she surprisingly pulled it off perfectly. Her performance in the film earned her roles in several other films, including The President's Mistress, Cocaine, One Man Seduction, and most recently in 2017, Lasso and Where's Roman. She also appeared on several talk shows where she lobbies for federal funding for shelters taking care of battered and abused women, and also attended several events to show her support for the Equal Rights Amendment. After her role in Hotel, Love Boat and Murder, she moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico, where she became a co-founder and the director of the Santa Fe Resource Theater Company. Aside from being an actress, she has taken teaching roles in several institutions such as Lamba, Coolidge of Santa Fe, the Film Acting Workshop, University of California at Berkeley. In addition to teaching, she has served as a director of several institutions, including Keeley and Marshall University. Now 78 years old, she has been married 3 times and never had any children. Melissa Sue Anderson. Melissa played the role of Mary Amelia Ingalls.
Please go to sleep. I'm gonna get up early and practice my hoop rolling.
The first child of the Ingalls and sister to Laura Ingalls, the main character. She was blind from an illness that claimed her sight at the age of 14. She later became a teacher at the School for the Blind and got a fellow teacher, Adam Kindle, who was also blind. She died at the age of 63 from pneumonia after suffering a stroke earlier. After Little House on the Prairie was released, Melissa received a nomination for the Primetime Emmy Award for her amazing performance in the series. She went on to star in several other films, including Midnight Offerings, where she played the role of Vivian, Happy Birthday to Me, and the ABC After School special, Which Mother Is Mine? In 2018, she appeared in The Con Is On as Guest 2. In 1998, she was inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Heritage Museum in Oklahoma. In 1990, she married Michael Sloan, a television writer and producer, and together they have 2 children. She currently lives with her family in Montreal, Canada. Melissa Gilbert. Gilbert was cast as Laura Ingalls, the second child of the Ingalls and the main character in the series.
My pa works hard! So does a mule.
She accepted her first teaching job as a teenager and married Almanzo Wilder a few years later, which plowed an end to her career. Melissa and Landon were incredibly close while he was still alive, and even though they had their differences, the pair maintained the father-daughter relationship. She even named her son after him 4 years after his death. In 1985, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for her contribution to the film industry and was inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Heritage Museum in Oklahoma in 1998. In March 2012, she appeared on the reality TV show Dancing with the Stars, where she was paired with Maxim Chermakowski. She was eliminated in the 8th week of the competition, finishing in 5th place. She was president of the Screen Actors Guild for 2 terms from 2001 to 2005. In August 2015, she announced that she would be running for Congress, but dropped out a year later, citing health issues. It was later revealed that she owed $360,000 in federal taxes and $112,000 in state taxes. In the same year, she had her breast implants removed, citing health issues. She is currently in her 3rd marriage to Timothy Busfield and is the mother of 2 children and 3 stepchildren. And there you have it, the Little House on the Prairie cast, then and now. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.